What's up, people? Dimitri Scopelliti here. Yeah, I'm gonna play, of course, live stream, as you can see. We are both on Stageit and YouTube and Facebook as well. Yeah, and yeah, I have a new tool here, which I got it from Hotone Audio a couple of days ago, or at least maybe some weeks ago. And that's the Ampero 2, which is a great tool, modular and effect processor, which is basically the evolution of Ampero 1, which I used since now 2 years, almost three, probably even 4, I don't know. And it sounds great, and it's so small that I can bring it on tour every time I want. Hold on one sec. By the way, do you hear my voice with the echo? Because some people say that they do. But that's weird because I have no effect on that. There was a little bit of reverb, but now it's not there anymore, so let me know. First of all, who is online? Is there anybody online on Stageit, Facebook, and YouTube? By the way, I was talking about Ampero 2, Stomp. I'm controlling that through a controller, foot controller, which is called Ampero Control. And that's a MIDI controller, or at least MIDI, USB, and Bluetooth controller. And I'm using a MIDI cable, which goes to the Ampero 2. And basically, I control it through this pedal. So basically, this is almost this is a pedal as well, but I'm using that as it was a rack unit in a way. So let's play something. I was messing around with the clean channel a little bit. I made some patches for Ampero 2 as well, and I'm fixing them a little bit in order to have them for digital download from Ampero.com page. In the meanwhile, let me know if you hear me clear, or if I have some delay, some echo or something. Of course, I have some echo on the guitar, so if that's what they meant, of course, it's on purpose. Of course, I had no delay on my vocals. Okay. Let's do like this. I'm gonna play. I'm answering to messages, on YouTube and Facebook as well as I speak. And but then, anyways, I'm gonna play a song now. I have a lot of songs today that I want to play. But not so much time to do it. So let's see what we can do. The first song, and I have some visual as well, because I'm preparing a clinic slash workshop slash concert, more concert than a clinic and workshop, but it's going to be 3 hours. I mean, of course, I'm not going to play 3 hours today. But the next week, I'm going to have like some kind of real show, which is great. If you think about it, I didn't play so many shows in the last couple of years. So things are opening a little bit, closing a little bit, who knows. But anyways, next week I'm going to play this. And I was thinking to do a live stream like this. I could actually play a little bit through this pedal. I did a couple of videos as well that you can find on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is youtube.com Dimitri677. Please subscribe, so you get a lot of notifications about live streaming and videos in general. So let me play a song. This song is my own song from my own project, solo project. It's called Euphoria. It's brand new. Was released the demo version, or at least let's call it the demo version. Was released almost 2 years ago. I have some visuals, as I said before, and I'm gonna show you something now. Yeah, let me do this. Let me see. I hope you hear the sound. And you see the visual. Euphoria. yeah, so that was Euphoria, which is a new single, and I released that in the middle of 2020, and it's gonna be released in my next album, which I'm mixing those days. So the album is finished, just need to be mixed, which is already mixed basically, because I already did like all the demo version and stuff, but I need to kind of get into that and fix a couple of details which are gonna make the difference. Now, yeah, you see the Ampero here? There is another Ampero there, but that's the picture, of course. So, you know, so far I just used that. Yeah, I used that in the studio, of course. I'm gonna use that live next week when I'm gonna play the first live after I got it. And I have here 3 preset. One is the clean that I was playing before, without acoustic simulator, which I have the acoustic simulator, but it's not in this patch, in this pattern here, so I'm not gonna use it. But I have the distortion channel. Now there is the acoustic of the microphone if I switch it off. And the sono channel. Now, you know, I started with some kind of yeah, it was almost like a ballad, and I'm gonna play another ballad, which is not a ballad anyways, because as you know, everything starts as a ballad and then it goes into a mess, as I usually do. So the next song is it should be Immortal Portrait, together with Laurent Bernadac, from our recent live we did together on stage it a couple of months ago. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Let me tune my guitar. Oh. Yeah, need to tune my guitar. Too many bendings. Too many crazy bendings. Let me see if there is any question. So, let me see. What's happening on stage it? Is there anybody on stage it? What about YouTube? And what about Facebook? So the next song is gonna be a song me and Aina Davidson wrote together. I probably played it before, but I'm gonna play it with video, so we almost feel like we are together in the same room, kind of. And the song is part 2 of a 5-piece suite which we wrote together. It's called Suite Part 2, of course. And it goes like this. Okay, this is the mirror with the one and only. You're gonna see who is that. Marco Milan. right. So we are kind of warming up. The next song. Let me see the next song. Because I honestly don't remember what it is. Okay. So we change a little bit genre. Kinda. A bit. Not that much. I'm gonna play some dumber side songs. And also here I have some visuals, which I got from my friend and bass player Fabio Dekovic, and I'm gonna share them with you. The first song I'm gonna play is Hunter. That was Hunter from latest Dumber Side album, which is called The Seed, which you can check on Spotify. Now, let me see if there is any comment right now. Stage It. Who knows what's gonna happen on Stage It and YouTube and Facebook. It's gonna. There we go. Let me check. All right, so let's go back to something I wanted to play before, but I skipped that track. Also that is a brand new song that me and my friend Laurent Bernatag we wrote together last year. It's called Enea, and it goes like this. That was Enea, which is kind of almost a brand new song. I mean, okay, 1 year old Okay, it's not exactly new, but it's not old as well. Neither. I mean, the next song I'm gonna play instead is still again a dumber side song, and that's called Probably. That's called Probably The Godfather. The Godfather, actually, not the Godfather, as I always fought for basically a couple of years. And that goes, I thought it was the Godfather, actually I hoped, because being Italian, I mean, it's not kind of cool, but, you know, it makes sense in some ways. The Godfather, it goes like this. It's coming. Almost there. It was the God Fader. Let me see if there is a comment. Okay, there is some comment, but the problem is that it's difficult to read them sometimes. Let me see. Oh, come on. Anyways, that was the God Fader from Dahmer's side latest album, which is called The Seed, which you can find on Spotify and iTunes, Apple Music, and all those things. Now, let me see if I can see any comment, but it looks like okay, I got it. People cannot share that. Yeah, I understand, and I know. Sometimes people write to me and say, I cannot share your videos. Yeah, if you try to, I don't know why, but I always change the privacy settings, and then when I start the stream, Facebook just changed it back to protected, or at least for just my friends, so other people cannot see that. But if you go on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com, of course, Dimitri677, you can share the YouTube video. And I will try to do my best to change the privacy settings, even if I always do that. Let me do that one more time. Let me see. Everybody can see that. Come on. Can we do this? 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Fix it. So, because I got the comment now from... Okay. Now it's going to take like a while. No, it just changed it back, man. Okay. Whatever. I can't see who wrote to me before. That's the beauty of life and live as well. So let me see. The next song is called, is still a Dahmer side song. We played those songs the latest time at the festival, which is called Prague Fury Metal Festival, which was in Switzerland, exactly in a town called Mendrisio. And it was in the middle of October, and it was our first gig together after the pandemic. Let's say it like this, okay? Now, after between before or whatever. Now, the next song is called probably The Seal. And it's still a Dahmer side song. I got those visuals. Hold on, wait a second. I have the comments here. I can see the comments. Yes, awesome. So, ciao Simone, ciao Simo, come stai? Grazie per, come dire, attendere. Come si dice attendere? Attending the live streaming. Partecipare. Grazie per partecipare. Non so più parlare italiano. Can't talk Italian anymore. Also because when I moved out from Italy, we didn't have any live stream, so I don't know how to translate that in Italian. Well, I work on it. Then another comment is, sounds great, Dimitri, check out the privacy settings on the stream, can't share. I just fix it now. So, Sivert, I guess you're Norwegian. I live in Norway as well. So now I think you can actually share it. Thank you very much for telling me that. Now, let me play this song. This is the seal, hopefully. Here we go. I had to reduce the volume on the microphone because my acoustic sound was taking over the Ampero sound. Evan Hammer says, awesome sound. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much for attending the show. About the sound, I'm using the new Ampero 2 Stomp, which is an evolution of the Ampero, in my opinion, an evolution. The reality is that those two products, they are basically two different products in a way, because you can actually do way more things with Ampero 2. So I mean, Ampero 1 is still updated, so you can still buy Ampero 1 and have an awesome sound all the time, because in the software, the firmware is always updated. And I made a sound pack for the Ampero 1, which you can find on the website of hotoneaudio.com. And I'm gonna do another one for this tool as soon as I have the time, more time to basically experimenting a little bit more in the studio, recording new stuff. So because I already have like some patches done, but I want to use them way more to understand how to tweak the EQ and, you know, how to actually make something that is ready to use in a way that you don't have to do anything else than, you know, tweak a little bit EQ for adapting to the, and the gain, for example, to adapt that to the guitar that you're playing. Say that. The next song is The Artifact. Let me tune the guitar first. The guitar needs to be tuned first. Especially this one. Which is not my signature, of course, because that doesn't need to be tuned so much. If you have any questions, just ask, because it's good for me to take some breaks from playing and focus on something else, like answering 2 questions, let's say. So, The Artifact. I'm gonna say it one more time. All right. Yeah, that was the artifact, and I still have some questions. Let me see. More than questions and comments. Let me see the comments. Who wants to comment? Here we go. Evan Hammer says Hotone Ampero for life. Yes, that's true. Or Ampero 4. Not the set number 2, but the 4. No. Yeah. Well, actually, you know, I was wondering when I got this Ampero 2 if I should, because in the studio usually I use the camper, right? I use Ampero a lot live and a lot in my home studio upstairs because I use it as an audio interface as well, which is cool. Like just one laptop, the Ampero as audio interface, you can record as a DI, still playing with the distortion and everything, but that's what you hear. What you record is the clean channel as a DI. And but when I got the Ampero 2, which is the one I have behind me, was one, and I still have like the beta firmware. So still, I'm gonna get, you know, I kind of got the new firmware, which I shouldn't talk about because it's still on trial. And then, of course, the new firmware is gonna be released soon. I was so impressed by the sound that I was like, and I did some reamp because the first work I did, it was reamping a video, which I already did. So I recorded, I had to do some playthroughs for the band I'm playing with, which is Dumber Side, the one I just did. And then I got the Ampero 2, and then I thought about like, okay, let's do like this. I recorded everything as a DI, and I'm gonna do this experiment. I'm gonna reamp what I recorded using Ampero, you know, so I can show how this pedal works when you do the reamp. And the cool stuff is that you don't need a reamp box to do that. So like, exactly like the camper, the Ampero still works like a reamp box as well, you know. But the point is that the sound was, I was so impressed by the sound that I was like, it's almost time to maybe sell the camper and use this kind of device in the studio, both as an audio interface and for reamping, which is basically what I usually do when I produce new music. Evan says, love it. Yeah, me too. And then I have a new comment here. Dave Klein, welcome. By the way, cool man, what do you think about the noise gate functionality? Can't seem to get rid of the artifacting decay sounds with high gain setups. Well, I don't use so much high gain, even if, of course, the gain is not low, let's say, but... Okay, let me get the sound without the acoustic sound of the microphone. So this is my rhythm sound. And of course, I'm pretty sure I have some gate here. Things here, dynamic. Yeah, that's a fast gate. It's the fast gate. Okay. And one sec. And what I was about to say is, okay, in general, I don't use so much noise gate. On the solo channel, of course, I don't use it at all because it's cutting me out always, and I need to have more sustain than I can. So I don't care if sometimes it kind of feedbacks, because usually it's good to hold a note like this and go a little bit on feedback, and then go to another note and change dynamic in a way. But the good stuff that you can do in general, which I usually do because I like it more comparing to usually use so much noise gate, is to use the volume pedal. And on the other Ampero, I have the volume pedal set up as in front, like pre, like before everything, like the volume knob basically. But basically it's affecting the gain of the amp. Basically, you control the gain of the virtual amp of the Ampero. And like this, I actually mix together a little bit of noise gate. Like this, I don't have like the noise in the background like now. Well, okay, the noise now is not the Ampero, is the micro. But anyways, sorry about that. What I was about to say, yeah, I use it together with the volume pedal. Now, of course, but still the point is, you ask me to palm mute and let it ring out. Listen to decay. Okay, let's do it. This is my rhythm. I'm gonna mute my microphone. Okay, let me know what you think. I don't hear so much decay, honestly, but it might be that I'm so used to that I don't hear anymore. What do you think? It might be that you use maybe too much gain, maybe. I used to do that, especially with Ampero. I don't know why, just because more is more probably, and sometimes the Ampero allowed you to exaggerate on the gain, and we do a lot of in-ear, so sometimes we don't have the problem like the feedbacking and stuff, but still I reduced the gain because I was playing, of course, this in the latest show that I did. Basically, I was playing this festival, and the Ampero was feedbacking, of course, because I had too much gain, And I have also really high output pickups because I usually use the M8 of Lundgren. And I reduced the gain, and of course I increased the dynamic of the sound, and the sound was cleaner and a little bit more attack. You hear all the picking and stuff. So usually when it comes to gain, less is more, in my opinion. Even if I still think more is more in general. Yeah, Dave says, yeah, I use way too much gain. Well, yeah, that's the way we do it, right? So, okay. Anyways, thank you very much for the question. Let's go back to work. I have the last song of the day. It's called, it's still a Dahmerside song, and it's called The Tree. Yeah. So that was the tree. Of course, you have been saying tree picture for 6 minutes probably, so you understood that was the tree. Now I'm actually done. I'm gonna answer some questions, and then here it's time to go to sleep because I live in Europe, in Norway, and here it's 10 in the evening of Saturday night, which is not exactly the time to sleep, but still, it's kind of late. Let me see. I have a question from Teria Kamoto. Sounds great for tune down and 7/8 string. Love the channel debating the Stomp 2 as I already have the original full-size Ampero. I also have it. I have two. One is the classic Ampero, and the second is the Ampero Pink, which is basically the same product, but they use different software, which is weird, but it sounds the same. So, is it better for metal effects? Effects, I think you mean the effects in the unit. Is it better for metal, the Ampero 2? Well, the Ampero 2, in my opinion, is a better processor. Has better the effects. They sound better. It sounds better in general. Also, as an audio interface, you have the sound is more clear. I'm not using audio as audio interface now. I'm using a mixer as audio interface and the Ampero inside the mixer. But usually, when I use like no, okay, hold on one second. I was about to say something. Hold on. Okay, yeah. I usually use it as an audio interface when I produce music on my laptop when I'm around. Is it better for metal? I think both the classic Ampero and the Ampero 2 are really good for metal in general. I think actually for metal, they are really, really good because I was impressed at once when I got it on the spot, when I got the first Ampero. It was really easy to get the sound I actually had in my mind. And I have, I'm kind of picky when it comes to the guitar tone and stuff. The Ampero 2, in my opinion, is way better so far. But of course, the Ampero Classic, the firmware is gonna be updated all the time, so it's gonna get better and better. So basically, are both two great products. And also there is the Ampero 1, which is basically, it looks almost like. Let me show you this. It looks almost like this, but you have a pedal as well, like an expression pedal or a volume pedal. So yeah, it's great for metal. Then the next question is, are you a Speedway motorcycle fan? Actually, I'm not. But I might look like one of those. And Speedway, I don't drive so fast, even if I had some issues because recently, in the last couple of years, 3 years ago, I was driving too fast, and so I had to stop driving for a little while, because I'm Italian and I used to drive in Italy, and then when you drive in Norway, it's kind of more complicated because the police are really way more strict when it comes to how fast you drive the car. Anyways, it's not really important. Another question is, I have both. Great. It's better for signal chain versatility, and the sound is a little more refined. Yes, that's true. I agree. That's exactly what I wanted to say before. Refined, yeah. And also it has cool preamp, that's true, and power amp section to really customize the tone. That's true. You can do way more things with Ampero 2 compared to the Ampero 1. That's true. It's way more versatile in general. Also, the Pink has different processor and software. That's true. Have you ever tried Choptone's presets, metal? I never tried. I like to do my own presets because I feel that every time I use a preset done by somebody else and I use it with my guitar and my gear, I'm kind of disappointed because it doesn't sound the way I want that to sound. So I like to do everything from scratch. So build my own presets, and even with the camper, I basically profile my amps because I like to do things in the way that I like to do things, if you know what I mean. So with those kind of microphones, this kind of room, and those preamps of the mixer, and my guitar with really high gain, high output, And that's why when I did the camper pack, I remember the owner of the company who was making the camper pack, which is not the camper company, it's another company. He was kind of complaining because when he was playing with the Stratocaster, those presets, they were sounding kind of weird. And I was like, yeah, I usually don't play Stratocaster. I play like high gain stuff usually. So, you know, and it works for those kind of sounds. They work perfectly with my music, you know. And I have a friend. I have a friend who is basically working with chop tones. His name is Riccardo Giorgi. He was actually on this channel. We had an interview together. Was it last year? Yeah, I think it was last year. In October or November 2020. So you can go and check it out. Everything is in English. The guy is Italian like me, but we were talking English because like this people kind of understand us, you know. Anyways, thank you very much for the questions. Thank you very much, Teria. Thank you very much, Dave. Thank you very much, Evan. Thank you very much, Sievert. Thank you very much to anybody who came by and wrote a comment, you know, and is following me. Thank you very much, Simo. Grazie, Simo. And I'm gonna have another live session probably next week or the week after that. So I'm gonna announce that here on YouTube, Facebook, and Stage It. So thank you very much, guys, and you have a great weekend, and I see you next time. Thank you very much. Cheers. Rock on.